Alright guys, welcome to another reaction video on my channel. Today we are going to be looking at gaming memes made for gamers by Vaazkl. I think this is should be the third gaming memes video that we're watching off his channel. The past two were pretty good and you guys seem to enjoy them as well. So I thought that's the perfect occasion to watch the third one. As always, link to the original video is down in the description if you want to check it out or watch the other videos of his. And let's get started.
Me. A good night's sleep. One more game that will end up being at least 5 or 6 more. You just
Yeah. Yeah. And then in my case, I keep attention of the time. Then I'm like, oh, I still got a little bit more time. Then the next time you look at the clock, it's like 2 hours later and you're like, oh, what has happened in the past 2 hours? Because I really didn't do much. And yeah, it sucks, especially if you're playing like these RPGs or open world games that just eat away your playtime. We have like hundreds of hours. You can really lose yourself in them and just play for hours on end. If a game really catches you, like, you can really invest some time in that.
started a new video game. Which of these are you checking first? Friendly fire or full damage? Friendly fire.
Probably fall damage, but not on purpose. I'm just gonna find out accidentally.
Or full damage. Friendly fire. Controller. Low battery. Me keeps playing. Keeps playing. Dies. I thought you had more battery. Single player games.
Xbox controllers. They tell you like they're out of battery and they can play for another 8 hours.
Single player games that continue playing when paused. 2 decades.
Yo, I remember. Like, I'm not so deep on what current single players are like in this day and age, but I remember that was like the early 2010s with like EA and their whole online only BS where you even had to like log in and be online if you wanted to play single player. Like I remember Need for Speed Rivals, I think. Even if you wanted to play single player, like you had to play or you had to be online. And if you disconnected from the internet while playing off or a single player game, you would just be disconnected from the game. You could not pause a single player game. That is absolutely insane. Like that's part of the benefits of playing single player games, that you can pause and take a break whenever you want. But if you can't even do that, what's the point?
Kids of Zelda have prepared me for this. Gamers will understand. I need a bomb, guys, when you're trying to explore, but accidentally go the right way. Cutscene.
Accidentally go the right way. Okay.
Gaming on any platform is fine as long as you are having fun. Having to wait 15 minutes on a loading
yeah, it's fine.
screen, realizing that it says press any key to continue.
I think we had a very similar one in the last video where I had this happen a couple of times before. I think I told it also in the last video, like same situation, press any key to continue, I press like the space bar and nothing happens. Like if I can press any key and then I press any key and nothing happens, fuck you.
Does anybody know how to fix this? GTA 5, buy the Floor DLC. You may be old, but are you this old? So
Maybe.
me with a new game.
Wait.
You may be
I missed
old.
that. Ooh, mini clip play games. Okay. I remember them. I don't know if that makes me old or just older than other people. But yeah, I do remember that.
But are you this old? So me with a new game and
Oh. I think this describes me perfectly. Like some gamers, they have like this one game that is like their thing, their fucking holy grail, and they will just play it forever. I'm not like that. I just enjoy jumping between a lot of games. And yeah, if I looked at my Steam account, it would probably look something like that. Many games started, many games unfinished, and played like 2 years ago. And other games that I just picked up and tried, and I never played again.
All my unfinished
Yeah.
games are drowning. Game is in 1990. I love the challenge in this game. Gamers know. We're easy model. You can't place this build.
Yeah, I think over the years, games have become a bit more easy. But they're just they're just trying to appeal to like the customers and the audience. And at the same time, like I like games that are difficult and challenging, but I don't like games that are just unnecessarily unfair and punishing. Like Dark Souls is a good example. Dark Souls is incredibly difficult and punishing, but it's mainly only punishing if you mess up and you do something stupid. And if you don't, and you follow along with it, okay, I think I'm back. My tracking seems to have just stopped. Um, where was I? Dark Souls, right? In Dark Souls, it's very punishing, but it's mainly only punishing if you mess up somewhere. I don't like games that are like, where the entire gimmick of the game is, yo, this game is super difficult. Because the fun of Dark Souls is not just that it's difficult and challenging, it's like you can explore so much, there's tons of lore, you have different builds that you can do. And in a way, you can kinda decide your difficulty, I guess you could say. You can just pick the strongest build in the game, and it's gonna be a lot easier. Or you just decide to go completely crazy and just broken sword that bitch and develop suicidal tendencies while doing so. But it's up to your preference. I don't like games that are just, hey, look, this is our game, it's insanely difficult, and that's it.
Holding here. Hey, you can. 5 versus 5. You get flashbanged. 1v5. Game. Autosaves. Me. Saves it again
CSGO
just
be
in
like,
case. Autosave. Am I a joke to you? What
yeah, yes you are. Because I've had it before where I trusted autosave and I lost progress. Never again.
games taught me? The good guy, the bad guy. When you reach a save point in a game, oh thank god, what's about to happen? Yo bro, is there full damage
Yeah, but I'm just happy to reach a checkpoint at all.
in this game? Hold up, let me check.
Yeah, like I said, fall damage, I'm gonna find out. Even if I don't want to find out on purpose, I'm gonna find out eventually.
Early console gamers leaving split screen games. So
Oh,
early console gamers leaving split screen.
oh man, that hurts so much. That hurts so much. Like, split screen games, to me, were like the peak of early gaming. Or I say early, it's up until a couple years ago, they were even a thing. But like nowadays, like the amount of games that come out that have actual split screen, like you can count that on one hand, and those games are mostly just gonna be um indie games. Like AAA games don't give a shit about split screen. They just want online co-op so that you and your colleague or your friend, you both have to buy the game so they can make more money. Split screen games, I love that shit. I remember with my friends just meeting up and just playing like Battlefront 2 and other games. It was so much fun.
in games. So this person's ping is just so high. Close your window. You're letting the Wi-Fi out. It is magic. Game sizes are
You know, maybe I would need to try that the next time. My ping is
increasing,
high.
but their quality aren't improving at the same rate.
Wait, let me read that again.
Are increasing, but their
Was too
quality
fast for me.
aren't improving at the same.
Game sizes are increasing, but the quality aren't improving at the same rate. Yes, 100%. And I think I mentioned that in the last video. Maybe not in the exact same way, but like nowadays, games, they just have like a new season and you have like a 40 gigabyte update. And then you play the new season after the update and nothing has changed. And you're like, where the hell did those 40 gigabytes go? Like, obviously you must have added something given the file size, but nothing has changed really. The game feels the exact same way, and I just downloaded an update that is like equivalent of 5, 6, 7 games 15 years ago. Like 100 plus gigs for a game, that is insane. That is crazy.
Rate. The louder you yell, the more critical hits you'll land. When you stand up, you can see everyone's weak spots. When you tilt your head, you'll be able to see more of the area. When you lean forward, you get a plus 30. That's true. Multiplayer gaming in one picture.
Last one, okay.
You, the enemy team, your teammates. When a zombie apocalypse happens, normal people, Call of Duty players, it's showtime. Gardeners, Minecraft players.
Yo, the Plants vs. Zombie players are gonna be the MVPs, I have a feeling. Because the Call of Duty players, they're just gonna be looking for the Pack-a-Punch until they can find it.
Gamer, a fair death. Is this BS?
Yes. Yes, it is. It absolutely is. It's never a skill issue, it's always BS.
The scope doesn't zoom in far enough.
I feel like if you're that close up, it's not gonna benefit you. It's just gonna be detrimental to you. Like, you can probably count the pixels from that close up, but I don't think you're gonna spot the enemy any better. And just the pain in your eyes after playing like this for like an hour.
What is this? Wrong answers only.
I don't know what this is, so I'm just gonna say gonna give wrong answers anyway.
The juice of life, created by men. Every gamer has experienced this. I'm going to bed early tonight. Is that the sun? And if you haven't, just wait. It's coming.
Well, yes, but not to that extent. Like, I don't think I've ever... Oh, well, actually, maybe with a couple of friends. Played through the night, but like on my own, in my room. No, I've never really actually played through the night. If I've done that, then I was with friends when we just played like Battlefront 2, SmackDown vs. Raw, or FIFA. That has happened before.
For you soon. People when their kill gets stolen. People when they steal a kill. Me playing in FPS. I got 4 guys on me. I'm coming. I'm getting screwed. I'm actually getting screwed. My brother behind my door, who was gonna ask me for homework help. Now.
Wait.
Ask me for homework.
I think I found my thumbnail. I mean, some of the callouts are pretty crazy.
Now, if you will excuse me, I have important matters to attend to. When did video games get so realistic? Graphics settings low. When you drive past an NPC in GTA and hear him say, "Whoa, learn how to drive." Yeah, I'm now running you over. Encountered an
Yeah, you're driving backwards and you're driving over him backwards.
obstacle this morning, but wasn't worried. I have...
Yeah, there's like Super Mario Maker, I think that's what it's called, where you can make your own levels. And there are a couple of levels that are insanely difficult. It's like designed not to be beaten and stuff like that is what I meant earlier. That I'm just not a fan of that. It's fun for like 3 minutes, and then if you die to some bullshit, it's just insanely frustrating.
Trained for this. She said it was either her or the video games. I miss her sometimes. Me, game I bought yesterday. Game coming out in 2 months. When you find...
Not just 2 months, like half a year. Like, Titan Quest 2 got announced not too long ago, and I'm fucking hyped. Like, the game is probably gonna come out next year somewhere. The release date isn't even set, but I'm already looking forward to that. And I'm just kinda waiting until it happens, I guess.
Find ammo for a weapon you haven't got yet. When a gamer dies, they go to the big Discord server in the sky. User has joined. Everyone give them a warm welcome. Entire
The big Discord server in the sky. So I'm guessing the greasy, smelly Discord mods are not gonna be in there, right?
chat. F. Dark Souls is probably one of the video games ever made.
For sure, for sure.
It's definitely one of the video games ever made. PC
Yeah.
cases 10 years ago versus PC cases now. Video
I'm gonna be dead honest with you guys. I do not get the RGB hype. Okay, saying I never got it is wrong, but I don't get it. Like, I have a keyboard that has RGB lights on it, but I didn't buy it because of the RGB lights. Same thing with my headset. Even my headset has RGB mode, where you can put on RGB lights, but I never put it on. I bought it for a different reason, not because of the RGB. I just don't really get it. Like, I could understand back when I was like 12 that I would have liked shit like this, but now it just doesn't catch me.
now. Video games causes violence. Me taking care of my fields. Gamers. We want a zombie virus. Rabies. Hello. Me naming myself this to scare other people. Japanese dude wondering why my name is Dinosaur Toothbrush with Ninja Sauce.
Improvise. Don't let him understand your move.
When you get so mad at the game you can't even rage anymore. But you're raging in your head, so you're
Oh,
still raging.
yes.
You're just having a
Yes.
mental breakdown.
Yeah.
Attacks may be put on violent video games to help prevent shootings. No way, this is real. So
You guys are dumbasses.
sucks for driving, sucks for shooting. Better
Yeah.
reload. That one
But in all honesty, when I was younger, when I was a little dipshit, and I always played racing games on my dad's PC, I always played with a keyboard because we didn't have a controller, and it worked as well. Like, racing games with a keyboard works as well. Not as good with a controller, but it works. Shooting games with a controller suck.
that could save my life dies while reloading.
Yeah.
The game trailer versus
Yeah.
the actual game. How my friend
And then, like, you tell yourself, you know what? No, I'm not gonna reload now, because I'm gonna die. And then 10 seconds later, you're like, okay, now I can reload. And exactly in this moment, the enemy comes.
friends play strategy games. How I play strategy games. Do I really look like a guy with a plan? Will you
Yeah.
ever just grow up and stop playing video games? No. Gamer, their hands are ripped. Anime fans, their eyes are ripped. When the video game makes you sit through the boss's speech every time you die and respawn. Getting separated
no,
in a game
unskippable
with proximity
cutscenes are
chat.
horrible.
Hey, guys, where are you? The random trio on my team versus the same random trio when I meet them on the enemy
I think we got the exact same meme in the last video, not gonna lie.
team. It's like they lock in for no reason. Me, starting a new game. I'm gonna be evil this time. Me, 5 minutes into said game. Being mean is not nice. This onion won't make me cry. One day you will play your last video game without realizing. My mum, you don't pay
I think it's probably better that way compared to knowing fully well I will never ever play video games again.
any bills in this house. Me, PlayStation Plus. The ad versus the game. Doesn't matter.
Oh. That shit infuriates me. Like, it genuinely pisses me off. It's just such bait
Ad
every
versus
single
the
time.
game. Doesn't matter if you have a mention of diamond blocks, an obsidian, or a dirt hut. Once you place the furnace next to the crafting table, it's a home. Every Minecraft player, when you're arguing with your girlfriend and you tell her to calm down, you will be immediately killed by this action. Proceed. My parents. Buys me a gaming console. Me. Plays games on the console. My parents. Let's be honest, no
How dare
anime
you.
character could survive this. / kill. What truly causes violence in games? They mess up. Gameplay. Lag. My heart. When it's resting resting, when it's exercising, and when there's 2 alive in a battle royale.
Yeah.
Basically a 1v1. Boomers in the 1960s. I bullied 5 kids for their lunch money. Boomers now. Video gaming causes violence. When the game says you need a higher level for the mission, you underestimate my power. When the game was right. I hate you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto, nah. Steely Willy Automobile, yeah.
What
When
the-
you're playing as the medic and you have the most kills. Harm assist, how I see my controller versus how my parents see my controller.
Yeah. At least my mom. I don't know about my dad, but at least my mom, that's for sure.
Video game things I'm good at. Knowing every obscure scrap of lore ever introduced. Being pretty bad at the actual game. You forgot one. Having fun. I respect you. Guys, women are so emotional. Guys at 2 AM losing on a video game. Hey, can I come over to yours and play Mario Kart? New neighbor. How did you know I was a gamer? Their house. This is Dark Souls.
Again with the RGB
91.7%
lights, bro.
of players have this achievement. 8.3% of players. The rest.
Yo, if you can finish Dark Souls without dying, you are insane. You are crazy.
Back pain. Have you tried remove human spine? Will you join the challenge?
Yeah, that's
No
gonna solve
gaming
the
on
problem.
February 29, 30, 31. Is there a reason for this? Like, is this part of a strike or something I'm not aware of? I can't believe I'm this stupid. Ladders. Assassin's Creed players just don't like them. Me.
No,
Understanding
no.
some people are better
They're
at games
optional.
than me. Hacker. Our console has the best graphics. Our console has the best games. We can play Mario while taking a poop. Yes. Our 2015 best single player
Yeah, Nintendo just doesn't care.
award goes to The Witcher 3.
That picture is mad. What the fuck?
You know, if I don't see that image again in my life, I'd be completely fine with
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Depression.
yeah.
Games and memes saving me from depression. Someone talking to me while I play video games. When I can pause the game during a very important cutscene. Gamers using a driving wheel. And Sony using the PS5 controller to drive a car.
Like, I don't trust this. I really don't trust this. Like, never in my life did I think, yo, I want to control a car IRL with a controller. Like, just why?
So fun and games until you get
Why change something that already works?
stick drift and kill a family of 10. The world
Yeah.
record for the largest video game collection worth $700,000 or $12 credit at GameStop, where kids
$12 is probably quite generous considering it's
left
GameStop.
gaming, where men left gaming, where legends left gaming, where I left gaming. PC to potato, you can play with 1 FPS. It may drop lower. Torture PC, self-destruct, end your life.
1
GameSlayer was online
FPS.
12 years ago. He's online and he's playing Super Waifu Hunter.
Best game, best game. Totally worth it the wait of 12 years.
A man of taste. I'm more careful with video game currency than I am with actual money. Who made this meme? This hits too close to home. Bro, my cousin's Xbox is on life support. That thing is stripped. Playing 1v1
Jesus.
against your friend. Lol, you suck. Screw you, noob. Playing co-op with your friend. Damn, bro, we both suck. I know. Gaming.
Yeah.
The gaming community. That's me in every game.
Especially if you look at the community of certain games. Like the League of Legends community is just an uncanny something, bro. It's wild.
My knowledge about the game, my skills at the game. Me, guys, open mic.
Unfortunately,
You-
yes.
So I was playing Minecraft the other day and I noticed, place all the blocks. Easy. No problem. Piece of cake. Impossible.
Well, yo, Minesweeper is like super
Impossible.
difficult. I beat that game like once.
The first step in being great at games is being bad at a game. Be patient and keep trying. Every gamer. Never before have I been so offended by something I 100% agree with. This is why I hate
That was step 1. So when does step 2 happen? Because I'm still at step 1.
video games. It appeals to the male fantasy. I will try to make you proud, Mom. You already have. Brutally killing a boss, then finding out through the lore notes that they were the good guy all along. Playtime of 3 hours. When does this game start to get good? And these guys have so many hours.
35 30,000 hours.
That's the neat part.
Wait. That's 1,000+ days. Oh my god, like how long? That's like multiple years of playtime in a game. Like how long? Like that's what I meant early on. Some people, they just have this one game and they just fucking live for it. That's everything to them. 35,000 hours. What the fuck? How can you play the same stuff for that long? Like, bro, entered school and graduated and still played the game. That is so crazy
does
to me.
not. It's a hate-love relationship. Me doing all the side missions, some random enemies when you're new to a game and haven't unlocked any of the cool moves yet. Damn. Like bottom right then left, the fishing one, fishing for your poop.
Wait, what? Wait, you can't see the last one. Let me get out of the way. They're all kind of crazy. What?
Also video games. Press O to meow. I don't think my neighbor's kid realizes how much Call of Duty I've played. Hardest picture ever.
They were cooler than Lightning McQueen. They were a bit of a dick, bit of assholes, but they were hella cool.
Me and the homies after leaving Los Santos Customs. The cat is a mailman.
When you get out of Saints Row, of the shop in Saints Row 3, your car looks the same. It
Meow
looks like
meow. I love
so
the new
crazy.
Animal Crossing. Talking to your enemies before the game starts. Some of you may die, but that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. The last 2 games you played have been merged together. Team Fortress Crossing, 2 Leaf. Spending $500 on PS5 to play Demon Souls. Spending 4K to watch you. Hell nah. You may be old, but are you this old? Life is a meaningless cycle of pain and loss. When gaming is life. The 4 horsemen of why do I feel this weird feeling of not being alone when single player. Honey, I had to buy this for my Zoom meeting.
VR chat is crazy. Like the stuff that you can do on there, it's crazy.
Feeling of not being alone when single player. Honey, I had to buy this for my Zoom meetings. I have at work. What the hell is petrified oak? Why is it scary?
You also need the RGB fans for your work. Otherwise, you just can't work normally.
You messed up a perfectly good oak slab is what you did. Look at it. It's got anxiety. When you die in Canada, you respawn at the nearest Tim Hortons. Canadians, is this true?
Is that law accurate?
Giant billboard so he can play RuneScape while stuck in traffic. EA's new handheld console. Damn. I wonder how expensive one game is. How others use it versus how I use it. Ryzen over AMD. What? If it works, it ain't stupid. When people tell me to get a laptop, this is...
Wait. Bro, did you have to like invert your screen layout or something for that, right? What the? If that laptop falls, it's dead.
All I will think about now. How it feels loading up the game you just rage deleted a few days ago. When you unpause a game and forget you're fighting a bunch of enemies. Me, after my horse dies in a video game. Goodbye, friend. GTA 6 looks so unfinished. It is. It was an in-development leak. For me, gaming is just a hobby. I'm really just looking for that special someone to play all these curse-wording co-op games. Just in case my nephew arrive when I'm not around. You locked your PS5 up. How long is it in jail for? The virus in Animal Crossing is like that one summer with Pokemon Go, but like the opposite. Moral of the story is Nintendo decides our fate, and they always...
Yo, that one Pokemon Go summer, where it was like in the prime. That was so crazy. That was so crazy. Just gamers going outside, walking around all the time. That was peak.
Always profit. My brain remembering stats from games. My brain remembering math formulas. You may be old,
Yeah.
but are you this old? I used to play this on Friv at the back of class. When you build that first house on Minecraft to survive the night. Gaming before. I come with all the content already available. No microtransactions.
Oh
You must
man,
grind
how
quests
much
if
I
you
missed
want
that
a
shit.
skin. Modern gaming. Please, sorry, we forgot to add 3 game modes. I
Yeah,
swear they
yeah.
will fix it in the next 20 gigabyte update. Also, you need to pay for battle pass for skins because quests don't exist unless you want to do the daily quests for no reason. Therapist.
So
Gaming
sad.
calculator isn't real. It can't hurt you. Gaming calculator. Picture of cool dudes from games like Assassin's
course with
Creed,
the RGB
Mass
lights.
Effect, and Battlefield, all combined to make one person with their back to you. Captioned underneath. Yeah, we're gamers. We've seen it all. We've lived through the hard times and seen the best stories. This is my OC, John Video Games. Wait, babe, before we move on, I need to break every barrel in this room to check for hidden items. Gamers though.
Yeah.
The media hates me, but video games are fun. Gamers now. The media hates me, but video games are fun. Looking at the side of the screen to see around the corner.
Like, gamers have always been like shunned by the media, and they just don't care, and it pisses the media off. Like the journalists that always talk shit about gamers, oh, games are this, games are that, and they just don't care, and it pisses them off. So they just keep going because they want the reaction. They want the violent gamers to get violent because they talk shit about them, but the gamers just don't care. They just want to enjoy themselves.
Pushing the button harder to deal more damage. Saying, ouch, when you get hit. So, a lot of games. I'm the best game. No, I am. Minecraft. You're cool, bro. Terraria. Thanks. You too, mate.
Well, COD is almost the same every single year. Same with FIFA. And, well, Skyrim with tons of mods. You can have diversity. GTA 5 too, I would say. PUBG. I've never really played PUBG, to be honest, so I can't really comment on that. In Fortnite, well, it does have some changes with new updates, but at its core, it's still always the same.
Everybody gangster till I pull up with a gaming plane. Listen to the fans of your game.
Is the plane gonna be faster because of the RGBs?
Nah.
Or does the plane also have RGB fans? Like, are the turbines with RGBs as well?
Listen to the shareholders. When you're not the imposter, but the guy accusing you is making really good points. Maybe I am the imposter. Parents today. You can't have this game. It's too violent. Parents in the future. You can't have this game. It sucks.
Which game are you referring to here?
After finishing a video game that really drew you into the story and you just feel empty inside. Did I beat the game? Or did the game beat me? 5.
Yeah, and then it doesn't have a follow-up game. That's fucking sad.
Nights without food. Golden Freddy. If you never eat Ivan. Who's Ivan? One of Golden Freddy's many victims. If the teacher is 15 minutes late, you're legally allowed to wait patiently and talk about Xbox until they arrive, and we're very proud of you for taking your education so seriously. What if the teacher is 15 minutes late to class because they were playing Xbox, asking for a friend? Then your teacher is the homie. Speedrunners versus regular gamers. Eating between respawns. Gunshots. GameStop is reportedly looking for a buyer. I can give them $1.15.
Yeah. They really should pull that shit. Like, you scam people for years. Now we're gonna scam you. You deserve
how legendary weapons and games look like versus how useful they are.
Yeah. Or just like a different skin for the same weapon that looks cool as fuck, but it's just like $150. Like, what the hell? Why would I do that?
Yeah, game. Rated R for violence and drugs. The game. Pet the dog. Talk to the dog. People who watch horror movies. People who aren't scared of Minecraft cave sounds. Takes a single step out of bed after 8 hours of sleep. You are no longer well rested. Gaming.
I mean, it starts with the alarm clock. The alarm clock goes off and you're like, no, I need to go back.
Laptop owners be like, at least it's portable when somebody.
Yeah. I used to have a laptop back in the day.
Comes to your house and
Gaming
tries
was
to be
not fun.
player one. Before I play an emotional game for the second time, I am ready to get hurt again. After I play an emotional game for the second time, I am hurt again. When EA makes a game, see, it looks great, but on the inside there is no content. Game gets worse with each update. Keeps playing it. Which game is this for you? What is your most controversial video game hot take? Games over 10 years old should be free. If you have an in-game store, microtransactions, or loot boxes, your game should be free.
Games over 10 years old should be free. Well, maybe not free, but a lot cheaper. Like how on the Steam store you have like games that come out for full price and then years on later they're still at full price. Like what the hell? How can that be? How is that legal? Like imagine buying a car that was made 6 years ago and they still want to charge you full price for it. Like that's crazy. As for the other one, if you have an in-game store, microtransaction, or loot boxes, your game should be free. Yeah. I mean, in my opinion, it should be wrong or illegal to have like maybe not microtransactions, but like loot boxes and shit in a paid game. That should be completely illegal. Microtransactions if you have like some DLCs or something like that. But loot boxes in a paid game should be completely illegal.
I don't know about that last one. I think if the microtransactions make the game easier, then yes. But I definitely agree. 10 years old, yes. Or maybe even highly discounted. They'd make more money too. I don't know. Maybe they...
Like, what is the thought process behind that? You really think someone is gonna pay full price for a 10-year-old game?
I think they would though. PC gamers and console gamers. Mobile gamers aren't gamers. Yeah, they are. They're just different gamers. Gamers need to unite. Why are we always...
They are second-class players. How dare they?
Fighting each other. Describe a video game badly. Korean astronaut runs around in giant floating hula hoop to kill space gorillas. How's the gaming, gamers?
Bruh.
I'm depressed. The untold truth of modern...
How's the gaming though? You haven't answered the question.
Gaming. I start downloading mods. It takes forever to get the perfect collection. I play for 2 hours and then get burnt out, so I take a break. I regain interest, but forget why I chose those mods. What game is this for you? The sequel? The original? Does anyone...
Wait. The sequel and the original. So where the sequel is better than the original. Well, Star Wars Battlefront 2, the original. The original Battlefront 2, I prefer the sequel a lot over the original game. What else? Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2, in my opinion, is also better than the first one. What else? These are like the only ones that come to my mind right now.
Original. Does anyone still consider Slenderman scary? Like, I'm a total wuss about horror movies, but he's been so overexposed for years, so I don't find him remotely scary.
No.
I bet you would if he were to materialize before you. Trash. All these games are the exact same. OMG, greatest video ever.
Okay, now I feel a little attacked. I definitely see the point. I definitely do.
Gamers after being called a bot versus chess players after being called a bot. This just reminds me of the Magnus Carlsen
Chess
situation.
bots are so crazy,
what
man.
was buzzing? Gamers. Console war doesn't exist. Also gamers. Okay, honest question. What do you think the best console is of all time? Like, of all time. Out of all the consoles, I personally think the Nintendo DS. Brown.
Yo, I was literally gonna say probably the DS or the 3DS or something like that. Because it's portable and just awesome. Maybe the PSP as well. Because the PSP was pretty goated. I would definitely choose a handheld console if I'm being honest. Maybe the Game Boy Color? But probably one of the handheld consoles.
One killed Perp. I loved Perp. I loved you too, Black. Just saw Brown vent. Get his bird. But mostly he killed Perp. The most tragic love story of our time. The Romeo and Juliet for 2000 and when this meme was made teen. Playing video game. Video game. The tactics screen allows you to... Me yelling. Every man for himself. What I lack in strength, I make up for by two-handing my weapon. Does this game have full damage? I ask, as I have already leapt off the tallest building in the game. Video game enemy, heal self, me. How dare you!
Yeah. After I use 10 healing potions, how dare you heal yourself?
I love having interests that I would never ever recommend to any of my friends ever. Not recommended 2400 hours on record. Okay, this just made me think of a really funny concept in my head. Imagine you have a pregnant lady and you could speak to the baby and you can write a review to the baby. Would you recommend life? Reasons for death.
What?
In Skyrim. The enemy was difficult. I completely misjudged the height of that jump. Me trying to find lobbies in older games. This is me with what's it called?
Oh, man.
Battle Block Theater. This is the game I wish to play, but no one plays it anymore.
I know that feel. I know that feel. In older games, like, nobody plays them anymore. It's so sad. That's why it sucks if the game only has multiplayer, or it pushes all the value on multiplayer, because that's temporary. Eventually no one is gonna play it anymore. And if you only have multiplayer, once people start playing it online, it's dead.
Me from 2005 to 14. I 100%ed all my favorite games and got all the collectibles.
Let's see what we have here. We got GTA, we got Saints Row. Yo, Saints Row 3, I love that game. It's so good. Call of Duty, classic Halo 3.
You know? Damn, I wasted so much time. But at the time, you know, it does it as long as you enjoyed it in the moment, you shouldn't regret it. The thing I don't get is people say video games are a waste of time. I don't think so. If it makes you happy, it's not a waste of time.
Well, that's like such an old debate. I wouldn't say it's the best usage of your time, because if we're being completely honest, the best or optimal usage of your time would probably be to productive. To, I don't know, do your laundry, read a book, study up, or do something like that. But you can't do that 24/7. You're not a machine. You also need some time to rest and enjoy yourself. And for that, video games are great. Like, I don't understand how people can differentiate that. If you like to watch movies or binge watch shows, then that's great. But if you play video games, then that's bad. Or you're a nerd or something. Like, it's very similar. Depending on what game you're playing, it's basically like a movie, but you're the one who gets to make the choices. Like the Walking Dead games from Telltale Games, or games like Until Dawn, etc. They are basically movies that you can interact with. And why wouldn't anyone want to play movies that you can interact with? That's like fucking awesome. Like, how many times have you watched a movie and thought to yourself, okay, this character did something absolutely stupid. If I was in his situation, I would have done something completely different. And then you play these kinds of story-driven games where you can make choices, and now you can make the choice. And now you can decide if the character does something stupid or does something good. Why wouldn't anyone play that over just watching a cringy-assly written movie that just only cares about like action and explosions and not actual good story? Like, playing video games is probably not the most optimal way to spend your time, but there are way worse things you could do. Like, I don't really understand this debate.
And it probably made you very happy at the time. People are always like,
It did.
no,
It
game
very
is
much
perfect.
did.
You can't please everybody. But when was the last time you heard a guy complain about Portal? Should
Well,
have contained more portals. I was disappointed by the number of portals. I hate to break it to you, but you as the player are always in direct control of the amount of portals.
I think part of the reason is, I mean, Portal is a great game, first of all. That's reason number one. But reason number two is also probably because it's a bit of a niche game, so really not that many people play it. And the people who do play it probably already think that this concept is really cool.
An old person trait is I think video games should work without needing access to the internet. My
Yes,
old person
yes,
trait is that
yes.
I think when I purchase a product, it should be complete and functional, and also that I should actually own it. Indie horror games are either like, you're on a
Yes.
submarine because you were sent to explore a mysterious pit in the ocean floor, and you slowly realize you weren't meant to resurface. Or, Mr. Scrubcuss is gonna get you, don't let him get you. And Mr. Scrubcuss is the one everyone talks about. Not all heroes work heroes,
Yeah.
but some have superhuman powers. Man arrested screaming, "Stonks!" outside GameStop, high on drugs for 36 hours straight. I'm going
36 hours.
through
Bro,
my
it's
Skyrim
crazy.
screenshot folder. Do you want to poison the delicious... How do you even say that? Coquina? Coquina. Cocaine...
Quinoa, right? Do you want to poison the delicious quinoa, Susan?
Coquina. Quisinoa. I can't even... Susan? Who names their character Susan? I'm poisoning an enchanted crossbow, which I gave a nickname to, so it wouldn't accidentally sell it, as you do, watching other people play horror games, versus playing horror games yourself. You know what? I'm just gonna show a really
Especially
old
on
clip of
YouTube.
me playing
Especially on YouTube, you see them scream and get scared and you're like, haha, what a fucking idiot. And then you play it yourself and you're just shitting yourself.
a horror game on stream. I can't play horror games.
I hate horror games.
Wait, let me check UV.
Okay, good luck.
Let me check UV.
Just flirt with.
What?
Me. A good
Wait, why do I have autoplay activated? Anyway, whatever. Yeah, I am not good with horror games either. Absolutely not. Alright, that was a very long video. I paused it very often. I hope it wasn't too annoying to watch it. Yeah, like I said in the beginning, original link or link to the original video is in the description. Show him some love because he makes good content. And if you have some video suggestions for me to react to or watch, let me know. Thank you for watching, and I hope I will see you in the next video. Thank you very much, and have a good day. Bye.